Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track course is not something you want to joke with at all. Loads and loads and loads of learning and information and benefits await you at the next one. All you need to do is ensure that you register for your next Fast Track course. We're looking forward to seeing you. Do you want to be financially free? I hope you know that you will retire someday and you probably are desirous of doing business with real estate or investing property for yourself, for your use. You need to learn about it before you make that investment. I tell people, you want to buy properties, you want to invest in property one way or the other, don't give it until you attend the next Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track course. See you there.
Thank you very much. So today we laid the foundation last week, and so if you were not, if you did not follow us last week, I would encourage you to go to the YouTube channel of WAP TV, Get Property Matter. Okay, we have lots of previous episodes there that you can catch up with. Okay, because it's very fundamental that you are able to link last week with what we'll be talking about this week. Okay, now we said that real estate is very, very attractive. Real estate investment is very, very attractive. The challenge now, and what makes it even more interesting, is that real estate is also a high-ticket transaction.
What do you mean by that, sir?
High-ticket in the sense that there is hardly any real estate transaction where you hear about, where no be saying a million you hear. Minimum. You understand? Now, when you go here about where they say, okay, I won't buy, but I want invest or something. Don't be say, don't be just say I want rent, I say I want invest, I want build, I want do this one.
I think in Kilen, you get one for Isaga, no?
I know Isaga.
And you know this Ilé
Models. You know Isaga is like the village part of Solo.
So that Ilé so when they want to buy the Ilé they can't go buy Saga.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, me I visit the Ilé house for them. You know supposed to maybe you say you know supposed to pay 500,000. Yeah. Mod house.
Yeah.
But do you know that to my greatest supply, they sold out 7.5 million.
You see, what they are selling is not that house.
It's
the land. At that stage, okay, and in this modern day age, definitely what they are selling is not that house. It's the land. So that's why we talk about, you know, we are treated the issue of concept of obsolescence in property, if you remember. That properties do grow old, out of date, out of use, and things like that. But the land on which they are continues to appreciate. So even the property, you may have to, you see a lot of places where people buy property and demolish the property now.
Even where we're now. What face me, I face you now. They don't turn them.
Yes, it's regeneration. That's what it's called, regeneration. It's regeneration that is happening. People are buying up those places, demolishing or renovating them, you know.
Regeneration.
Yes, that's regeneration. They are turning what they call brownfields into, I mean, they are improving on brownfields. They are building. Brownfields are places that are already established and built and all of that. What you can do in those places is to buy existing properties and touch them up, you know.
Or turn them to modern.
Or demolish and then build something, yeah. So that's what is happening.
So you're explaining high-ticket transactions.
Yeah, so I said that real estate is high-ticket transaction in the sense that it always, I mean, is a characteristic of real estate. It requires huge sums of money to do real estate. So if you are now talking about real estate investment, I mean, when you meet anybody and you say, I do real estate investment, say chief, where they call me billionaire.
Because we know you are into.
You never see my.
You live on the island.
You never see my.
And your jeep.
I hear you.
And when they cast you.
I hear you.
When they cast you.
They only cast. Which movie? They cast me. Which role?
I will bust the bubble now.
You bust the bubble.
People know you are a billionaire.
See, I hear you. Now, that is what is happening. That's exactly what happens. Okay, just because I'm into real estate, I'm a billionaire.
And your jeep.
Do you understand? And I'm a billionaire, and that's what happens. Because why? Real estate is seen as a high-ticket transaction. So if you say you are dealing in real estate, or where you see the money,
and another thing that
you get money
me about real estate. There's one of our friend in Okota.
Okay.
One of our friend in Okota stays in that Akpata axis. The people that know him will actually connect with this story.
Okay.
He went into real estate.
Okay.
Just as normal agent, boy.
Yeah.
Agent,
Yeah.
But today the guy is stinkingly rich.
Rich, I mean.
So he's not even the one. He got a buyer for just one property. Just one property. His name is Kayode. He got a buyer for just one property. And before we knew it, he moved from the mainland to the island. And at the end of the day,
If you know, if you know the rich people in Nigeria, the billionaires in Nigeria, the real billionaires, okay, the Dangotes and all of that. If you know them and what you can offer to them, is Gary that you are selling to them. I hope you know that somebody is selling properties to them. I hope you know that the refinery they are building, somebody is selling those equipments to them. Somebody is contracting to take one thing or the other. But you know them, but it's Gary you have to offer. If you should up your game, repackage yourself, re-strategize, go into another high-ticket transaction business with them, you will make money because you already have that contact. And if you can demonstrate that you can deliver on this, it will be easy for you to get business from them. So instead of making Torokobo on Gary, you will be making good deal on, and so that is what I suspect happened to that guy.
if you can give them maybe information.
I don't know whatever he was doing. Of course, agency is
cars.
about information, for example. So I don't know what he was doing before. So he just went into agency, you know, and exposed his contacts to say that, guys, this is what I'm now doing, you know. This is what I'm now doing. And in not less than 6 months, like you said, somebody in his sphere of influence said, I need that filling station. Can you get it for me? And he got it.
And he become
so that's it. It's not like magical. No, it's not. It's not.
I think
guy already has potential.
More of information and who you know, more of contacts and who you know.
Of course,
office.
It's network. Network. That's the summary. Because with good network you have information. With good network you have people.
It's not about the lovely office you even use as a person.
All of that will play some role.
I don't think it really...
No, all of that will play some role. Your packaging and all of that, your brand, you can't throw it away totally. What we see now happen is that people now come into real estate and say, Oga, give me your so-so amount of money and I'll give you so-so amount interest. Some of them, I'm hearing, they will say something like 6 months, 9 months, 11 months or 12 months. But you see, the major challenge is even the kind of interest that they are promising to pay and the tenure of the transaction.
How do you mean, sir?
Now, this is what I mean.
Let's draw an hypothesis.
Yes,
you come to me for.
If I say that, okay, give me
50 million,
even not up to. Don't forget that we are trying to. What I'm saying is that a lot of these broken down strategy are for people who don't have up to 50 million.
Okay, let's say 10 million.
A lot of it. No, even I'm saying that people are collecting as low as 100,000 naira, 1 million naira, yes, 500,000, you know, for people who want to invest. And there is no problem about if it is. For example, there is one product in real estate called REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust Scheme. Real Estate Investment Trust Scheme. Okay, it's called REITs. Okay, REIT scheme. Now, that product is designed, it makes real estate to look like what you can do, like you are doing shares. Okay. So the companies collect investors' money, even smaller,
50,
just unit of shares. Like okay. You sell shares, 100 naira per. If you sell something 100 naira per share, just 100 naira, you can buy 1 million worth or whatever you want. You know. So they aggregate those money, okay, and they put them in real estate. Okay, rental income yielding real estate, majorly. Okay, and they pay the investors from those rents that they collect. Okay, so and it is regulated. The difference here is that there are some that are below the radar. They are not within the regulated, they are not operating within the regulated zone, and they are still trying to deal with the public.
When you say they are not within the regulated zone, sir, is there a standard body? Like when we talk about shares now, we know we have the stock market, we have a body that regulate the stock market commission and everything. They have their present standard. Is there a standard also like that
regulates? No, you see, because it's an investment, it's also actually the SEC.
SEC, yeah. Security Exchange Commission.
Yeah, that also regulates it. It's an investment, so they are the ones regulating. Yes, it's an investment. So if you operate within that regulated zone, that's one. Or if you are a cooperative, maybe what you are doing is that a number of you are coming together, no matter your number, okay? But the umbrella you are using is a cooperative. Do you understand? That is also regulated. Do you get? That is also regulated. Once you follow the rule and all of that, it's also regulated. But there are a lot who are not in any of this. They are just telling people bring money.
That's the illegitimate you talked about.
Yes, below the radar, because they just say bring money. You give them money, they say they are doing real estate business. That person's money that you are going to pay me is not going to be from any transaction you've done with my own money. Because my own transaction, the money you've done with my own transaction is still going through a process.
You know the defense I think I have for that? I've seen so many times when most of these people will ask you, uncompleted building now, they will ask you to pay and everything. People pay up and they will still be able to deliver because of the rent they've collected from these tenants. They will use it to speed up the building of the house, put every material and everything. So I think in fairness to them, most times when they gather this money, they'll quickly use it to go and...
No, we are talking of two different things.
Okay.
This is not the investment I'm talking about. You are talking about a property that has reached a particular level and somebody wants to rent it out. Okay. And is collecting money from the intending tenants to finish it up. Yes. That is normal. That's not a problem. Once the two of them can agree. That's not a problem. That's not what we're even talking about. Like you said, the property will have reached a starting stage. Yes. I'm talking about companies, businesses that exist to do real estate business. But one of the ways they are doing it is collecting people's money. One, they are not regulated. They are not using any regulated platform. They are not regulated by SEC or regulated by cooperatives. They are operating under the radar and collecting people's money. It is illegal. That's number one. They will be penalized if they are, apprehended for it. They will be penalized heavily. Okay. Even if they now want to regularize and go and get registered. So they should have gotten registered first. That's number one. Number two is that a lot of the things they even promise people are not real. They are not sustainable. They are not realistic. And people are rushing there because, like I said, the other opportunities are not promising as much.
The stocks of this world,
they are not delivering as much anymore.
The bitcoins of this world.
So it makes it look like real estate is the most juicy thing right now. It's not like that.
Use the percentage to
real estate is very good, yes, but not at a 25%, for example, for 9 months.
As a buyer,
almost 50% for a year.
As a buyer or as an investor, sir, how would I know if your company is regulated?
You ask questions now, and you ask to see. They say they are regulated.
They will tell me yes.
No, you see, now this is one way you will know. For example, if I'm regulated, there are principles in investment. Okay. I can't be the one offering the investment and the one that has the property also that the money will be put into. As in, I can't be the one collecting the money. Just look at pension, the way it was divided. It's a different person that is collecting your pension. It's a different person that is coordinating them. It's a different person that will invest your money. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. You know, so it's just exactly the same way. Investments are structured that way so that people can be protected. For example, if talk about what they call it is that they are doing crowdfunding. But crowdfunding has regulations.
They are doing what?
Crowdfunding. You know, okay. Crowdfunding has regulation. The platform is different. The platform that people come into to do investment is different from the person that is offering that investment on that platform. Do you understand? And there is also a regulator, do you understand, that also looks at. So before an investment is offered, it will pass through regulation and say, okay, you can offer this investment on this platform. So there is the regulator, there is the platform, and there is the provider of that investment itself. But in this case, what is happening is that if they are not being regulated, what is happening is that they are self-regulating. They are the platform.
They are the owner of the property.
And they are the provider of the investment. So everything is with them. How do you know they are investing in you? That's why they can rob Peter to pay Paul. That's why they can be doing Ponzi, because if they were regulated, it won't be allowed. Do you understand? So they would have provided a defense, a clear business that can be delivering 25%, which is in 6 months or 9 months, which is not possible. I can bet it. If anyone wants to challenge me on it, they should come and present to me or to the public what they do in 6 months and 9 months that can deliver such percentages.
So
but the challenge is people will do these things and they will get burnt later. You are tempted to go in even bigger.
yes.
You are tempted to go in even bigger till the thing crashes, which is what happens. You know, which is what happens. So what I would do, what we need to do is we would have to continue this next week.
Okay, we've been able to treat.
I will then analyze what are the things you should look out for.
Thank you. I believe you've enjoyed the video that you just watched. You gained a lot, right? Now, let me share with you where they say it all starts. It's called the Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track Course. It's a 2-all-day event. 2 days fully packed, teaching you about real estate, not just teaching you, showing you real estate stuff that you probably would not know. I'll be teaching you as a real estate entrepreneur or someone that is buying real estate for personal use or for investment one way or the other. This is a course you don't want to miss. There is no tool of its kind in the market. It's the best that there is in the market and you want to be there. Guess what? It is absolutely free. If it is about real estate and it is about investing, particularly in Nigeria, this is a course that you want to attend. For the value that you will gain, it is absolutely free. All you need to do right now is to click on the link and register for the next Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track Course. As a real estate entrepreneur or as a owner occupier of a house, this is a course you don't want to miss. So see you at the next Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track Course. Click the link below and get registered. Looking forward to seeing you there.